education?
Well, we are a very unique NGO, and I think it's quite important. We are not like other NGOs that rely on donor funding. You see, when the European Union, in the past, during the apartheid period, we received a lot of funding from the European Union. But then, when we moved towards democracy, they threatened to withdraw, rightfully so, because they wanted to fund government. We then came as an NGO because of our passion for development and alleviating poverty. We then came out with a strategy where we started an investment company. Right. You see, very often when you talk about CSI, you talk about business people who are making an investment into education or into social projects. With us, it was the other way around. You had an NGO where we started an investment company. So we actually use our own money, our own dividends. We don't beg. But having said that, I think we are moving into building models of partnership where we actually attract a lot of other investments from other companies. For instance, I think it's important to mention, it has been said before, that out of the Bears Nodi, we have actually concluded a partnership with Shanduka Investments, where, and then the government has come into that, where we're going to actually implement a 400 million rand program in the Free State only, in that particular province. So we do build on partnerships, but by and large, it's our own resources that we actually raise to be able to plow into education. So we're very unique as far as that is concerned. So
a very interesting conversation indeed, and we will obviously be following the work of Kagiso Trust to see how you are able to replicate this model and leverage off economies of scale. As we know, in South Africa, there are just so many provinces that not only need a qualitative education boost, but also need the infrastructure that this particular model brings and differentiates itself with. Thank you for joining us. Of course, that was Kagiso Trust Chairman Zwo Nevatalu, and we're going to take a very short break now. But when we return, we pick up on some of the most important comments made at the inaugural BRICS Business Council yesterday. Don't go away.
An investment firm has teamed up with the Education Department to try and improve schooling for thousands of pupils in the Eastern Free State. The initiative focuses on developing maths and science education in rural areas. The Kagiso Trust has now donated libraries as well as science and computer labs to dozens of disadvantaged schools near Clarence, and the Education Department has pledged to match this.
With a 100 million rand commitment to improving schools, the Kagiso Trust is definitely beating the drum for education. But it's just the beginning.
When we dream about this program, we want to see in the next 4 or 5 years having this partnership in each of the provinces where we have a program of about 400 to 600 million rands per province.
Tumela Mofokeng is one of the pupils benefiting from the investment. Until now, a lack of basic science equipment has meant he and his peers were at a distinct disadvantage.
See, it's very disappointing to have a learner with a straight A get into university, then come back within a semester, within finishing a semester, because they lack knowledge of what to do with this thing. Now we have them, we can now use them.
Mofokeng hopes these new tools will bring him closer to achieving his goal of becoming a doctor. Education Minister Angie Motshekga has praised the initiative and says she hopes other private sector players will come on board so the project can be rolled out in other provinces. The Free State has already secured a second partnership, which will see 400 million rand spent on improving more than 300 schools across the province. Kwatwa.